The Oakville Community Foundation, Sheridan College, and the Halton Environmental Network have collaborated to create a report on the issue of climate change in Oakville. Earlier this week, they presented the findings from a survey of Oakville's youth titled "Our Community Legacy: What Oakville Will Our Children and Grandchildren Inherit?" Nikki Wesley has the details.
It's really scary to think about. We're already seeing so many effects. I'm from Alberta originally, and we always have wildfires in the summer, but they've just been worsening and worsening every year. It's getting hotter and hotter every year. Last summer, I was a camp counselor at Sheridan, and we took the kids out to the park for half an hour, and one kid got heat stroke.
The report, Our Community Legacy: What Oakville Will Our Children and Grandchildren Inherit, details climate issues that Oakville is already facing, including air quality, effects of invasive species, locations of inadequate tree canopy, like Ward 4, and flooding susceptibility in Ward 7.
These challenges that are on the horizon, Nikki, they're not good. We are going to have an increase in precipitation. We are going to have an increase in temperatures and heat temperatures specifically. Our weather is going to be more abnormal. Wetter, windier, wilder are those kind of W's that I like to talk about. So our community is going to feel those impacts.
They gathered information on climate change from the youth's perspective. Oakville residents ages 16 to 25 participated in an anonymous online survey.
Wanting to get a better sense of youth perspectives on emotions and feelings about climate change.
So the first thing we found in the survey was consistency in the Oakville results with surveys that were done nationally and internationally with youth, and in particular a number of negative emotions and pessimistic thoughts around climate change and its effect on their future.
So I feel almost left alone by the older generations, because they're well, I don't have to deal with it.
And feelings like anxiety, powerlessness, and depression are taking a toll on their mental health. Nearly 45% said their feelings about climate change negatively affect their daily life.
The anxiety that youth are experiencing, I feel like it is something that is growing and very common, and I've witnessed it in my work and engagement with youth.
Their concern, their sadness, their despair, the sense of grief. I believed it would manifest as anger and distrust, and what instead I saw was, no, there's still hope. Please engage us, please involve us. We believe that small changes and big changes all matter, and that we still have time to solve this.
The report outlines simple changes you can make to your everyday life, from big things like planting trees to smaller things like eating your leftovers.
A surprising amount of food waste ends up in landfill, and there it actually generates methane, which is a greenhouse gas, a very powerful greenhouse gas. So just thinking and being more mindful of the food we consume, how we consume it, how much we consume, and how we store it makes a big, big difference.
Every single Oakvillian resident can make a change, every single one of them.
For Halton News, I'm Nikki Wesley.